Hello, fabulous Facebook friends, followers, and fans. All right, this is Pamela Pedrick coming to you live from sunny Ocala, Florida. All right, so first off, I want to check in with you guys. Last Wednesday, we had a Let's Rock Our Weight Loss out for the month of May. And I suggested to do 3 things to kind of get you set up for it, especially if you want to restart something or you want to start a new program entirely. And I just want to see how you guys are doing. The first one was to download or get the app MyFitnessPal or go online at myfitnesspal.com to set up your profile and then to count your calories for the week. Just want to see how you guys are doing. How'd you guys do with that? Drop a 1 in the comment section below if you did that. And also comment if you got any revelations this week. I'm doing this with you, and so I noticed that I'm actually using a little bit more coffee creamer than I thought I was. So there's some hidden calories and fat grams. I don't tend to drink coffee every day, so apparently when I do, I kind of make up for it, so to speak. So that was an eye-opener for me. Write down in the comment section if you had any revelations with that. All right, the second thing I wanted to do was to get your liter water bottle. All right, I have mine right here. Liter water bottle. All right, and also to drink at least 1 liter of water a day. And this is to help increase your intake with water. For some of us, we're not getting a lot of water, and so increasing our intake of water will actually help us to lose weight as well. And the third thing was to start a gratitude journal. All right, so just comment if you've done that. Thanks for coming in live. I so appreciate you chiming in today. If you can, say hello in the comment section. Would love to know who you are and where you're coming in from. And also, if you're watching the replay, comment in the comment section below as well. Okay, do check the comments, okay? So once again, just a little check-in, see how you're doing. You know, download the app myfitnesspal.com, get your liter water bottle and start drinking at least 1 liter of water a day and starting or continuing a gratitude journal. So drop a 1 in the comment section if you've done any of that this week, and just comment as far as if you had any revelations with putting in your calories for the week. And I mentioned mine was apparently I'm using a lot of coffee creamer in my coffee, and that's some hidden calories and fat grams there. All right, so if you're new to my broadcast, I am Pamela Pedrick, registered nurse, health and wellness coach, and nutrition consultant for weight loss. And today's tip is 3 timeless tips to overcome diet temptation. Now, research shows that there are certain times during the day, throughout the day, that we can become tempted more so than others. And you might experience this yourself. You might notice that there's a pattern. For me, it tends to be between the hours of 3 to 5, where if I'm going to get temptation or cravings, it's going to be during those times. So today I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to overcome that diet temptation. All right, so the first one is eat breakfast. Now, we've all heard it, right? Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, right? But yet 37 million Americans don't eat breakfast. Now, this is not your typical, I'm going to eat cereal, I'm going to have the bagel, or their pastries. Research shows that the most important meal that we can eat is actually a high protein breakfast. Anywhere between 20 to 40 grams of protein in that breakfast. So research shows that your best options are going to be your steel-cut oats, your yogurt, and nowadays there's so many more options with yogurt, especially with the Greek yogurt that's out there. Your eggs, and my personal favorite, which is a complete meal replacement, which is high in protein. All right, so there are your better options for breakfast, because even though you might skip breakfast thinking you're saving yourself those calories and those fat grams, guess what? Your body's gonna make up for it in the long run. You're gonna eat more fat grams and more calories because at lunch or snacking, your body's kind of make up for it throughout the day, and you're gonna end up eating more calories and more fat grams than what you might think you're going to be consuming. And myfitnesspal.com and MyFitnessPal app can kind of show you that if you skip breakfast. All right, so that's tip number 1, eat breakfast, a high protein breakfast, high quality breakfast. All right, tip number 2 is make sure you're eating some nutrient dense snacks. Nutrient dense meaning it has protein and fiber in it. All right, now my personal favorites are eating some nuts, 6 nuts, almonds, cashews, pistachios, whatever you tend to get. Now, the reason why I say 6 is because nuts are nutrient dense and it has a lot of fat. And even though it's a good fat, we want to kind of still watch how much of that fat that we're getting in throughout the day, right? So eat 6, and if 10 minutes later you're still finding yourself a little bit hungry, go ahead and eat a couple more. And then my other favorite is the square bars, which I shared with you last week. They are high in protein, plus they're covered with dark chocolate. Yay! And I tend to just eat half of it to kind of get me over that hump. So making sure you have nutrient-dense snacks on hand. And you can also do like your vegetables and your fruit as well. You know, bring a little container of them if you work or at school. That'll help you as well. So my third tip is, now, this is kind of interesting, I found. Research shows that the most prevalent time that we tend to overindulge is actually after we eat dinner, which you're kind of like, okay, we just ate dinner, but yeah, it tends to be the time that we overindulge the most, which I found that's kind of be interesting. So what research shows is if you take a 15-minute walk after dinner time, all right, you're going to be decreasing that craving and that temptation. And they actually did this with those who eat a lot of chocolate after dinner, and the research showed that they decreased their consumption by 50% of the chocolate if they had a 15-minute walk after dinner, which is kind of interesting. Now, I'm assuming they're eating a lot of chocolate. The research didn't say specifically how much chocolate that they were consuming, but once again, dark chocolate's okay, but remember, you only want to eat probably about a quarter size of that, okay? Dark chocolate being the exception. I love dark chocolate. It'll help decrease those cravings as well. So it's kind of interesting. Now, if you take a walk after dinner, you're finding, okay, your belly's kind of hurting, you probably overate. So that's a good gauge of, are you comfortably satisfied with eating, or did you overeat? Because if it's difficult for you to walk, you might have had a little bit too much to eat. All right, so there are my 3 timeless tips to help overcome those diet temptations. Making sure you're eating breakfast. The research shows that the best breakfast is going to be your high protein breakfast, your eggs, your yogurt, steel-cut oats, and my personal favorite, a complete meal replacement protein shake. Second one, making sure you're having nutrient-dense snacks on hand, nuts. I do the square bar, which has protein in it as well. And the third one is taking a 15-minute walk after dinner, which tends to be the time we most indulge, research shows. And that'll help you to resist that temptation. All right, so for more tips and motivation on how to lose weight, look great, and love life, don't forget to visit my website at PamelaPetrick.net. If you found value, please share. Sharing is caring, or tag someone in the comment section below. And don't forget, if you share this broadcast as I'm going live, share it to someone, and then in the comment section, write down share, and I will give you a shout out during my broadcast. To your health, and have a great night, everyone.